Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You're reading from Nectar of Instruction. So very important shloka. It's about how do we see pure devotees. Very instructive. Shloka number 6. Drishtve swabhava janater vapusasya doser na prakritatvam hyabhakta janasya pasyet gangam vasam na kalu budbudapena panker brahma dravatvam apagacchati dhira dharme. Translation purport given by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Being situated in his original Krishna conscious position, pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee as having a body born in a low family, a body with a bad complexion, a deformed body, or a diseased or infirm body. According to ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee, but despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. It is exactly like the waters of the Ganges, which sometimes during the rainy season are full of bubbles, foam, and mud. The Ganges waters do not become polluted. Those who are advanced in spiritual understanding will bathe in the Ganges without considering the condition of the water. Purport. We discussed first two paragraphs. We will read from third paragraph. No one should criticize the bodily defects of a pure devotee. If there are such defects, they should be overlooked. What should be taken into account is the spiritual master's main business, which is devotional service. What should be taken into account is the spiritual master's main business, which is devotional service, pure service to the Supreme Lord, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 9.30. Api cheta suduracharo bhajante mamananyabhak sadhureva sammantavya samyak vivasito hi saha. Even if a devotee sometimes seems to engage in abominable activities, he should be considered a sadhu, a saintly person, because his actual identity is that of one engaged in the loving service of the Lord. In other words, he is not to be considered an ordinary human being. Even though a pure devotee may not be born in Brahmana or a Goswami family, if he is engaged in the service of the Lord, he should not be neglected. Even though a pure devotee may not be born in the Brahmana or Goswami family, Hare Krishna, if he is engaged in the service of the Lord, he should not be neglected. In actuality, there cannot be a family or a Goswami family based on material considerations, caste, or heredity. The Goswami title is actually the monopoly of the pure devotees. Thus, we speak of six Goswamis headed by Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami had practically become Mohammedans and had therefore changed their names to Dhabir Kash and Shakir Malik. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself made them Goswamis. Therefore, Goswami title is not hereditary. The word Goswami refers to one who can control his senses, who is master of the senses. A devotee is not controlled by the senses, but is controller of the senses. Very well. Consequently, he should be called Swami or Goswami, even though he may not be born in the Goswami family. Let's stop here. Hare Krishna. Umagyanatimirandasya Gyananjanashalakhaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव श्री गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कम करोति वाचालम अंगम लंगायते गिरम यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणम् Hare Krishna. So, through our every Sunday discussion, since I think since March, we started this nectar of instruction. This we're in like sixth sloka now. This nectar of instruction total has 11 slokas. Rupa Goswami so mercifully gave us the nectar which he grabbed from all the scriptures and as instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wrote this Upadeshamrita. And as per the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wrote act of devotion also. Once we become more and more, once we go more and more deep, trying to understand this Krishna consciousness, we'll discuss that also. Act of devotion. But as currently we are discussing Gita and nectar of instruction. I think it is very important for us to really perceive. I'm hoping that by this point of time, we are getting the essence of everything. Because the essence of everything is who would like to tell? Want to hear? Anyone would like to add? What is the essence of Krishna consciousness? Who would like to tell? Subal Prabhu, would you like to add? What is the essence of Krishna consciousness? Let us do this more interactive. Today is Sunday. I hope everyone is not busy. So hope you have time. Subal Prabhu, you there? What is the essence of Krishna consciousness based on our discussion on all these days?
Hare Krishna
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Vashwati Mata. Please tell.
Um, uh, According to my understanding, the essence of Krishna consciousness is to awaken love for Krishna. That's the ultimate goal of. That's in my viewpoint.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Nice. Nice.
Hare Krishna
Nice.
Prabhu.
Yes, Madhur Krishna Prabhu. If possible, you can switch on the video.
I will, Prabhuji.
That's okay, no problem. Please speak.
Align your consciousness towards Krishna.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Good.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Ramya Mataji, please tell.
Dana Pranam.
Yes.
My point is like Krishna conscious means selfless service.
Amma, can you be a little louder?
Uh, Krishna conscious means selfless service.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Good.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to
Hare
add?
Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhu.
Please accept
So,
mine.
thank you, Prabhu. So, the Krishna consciousness is ultimately to check our consciousness if I am in line with Guru Sadhu Shastra, whether my thoughts or actions are in line with Krishna, what he likes, not what I like. Though I don't like, if it is as per Guru Sadhu and Shastra that Krishna likes, then that is exactly Krishna conscious. Whatever Krishna likes, just do it ultimately. So that's my understanding, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Anyone else would like to add? Dara Mataji, Navachanakya would like to add? What is the essence
Hare
of Krishna consciousness? Yes, Dara Mataji, please tell.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. For me, it's just as Sushilpa Mataji said. I think for it's uh, having the perspective, seeing Krishna in every soul, and just like giving your full control to Krishna Bhagwan, because realizing that we are all conditioned souls, but when you realize that Krishna is in control and you've surrendered and just giving up and leaving everything to him and living your life the way, as Mataji said, actually, the way, whatever pleases Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Nice. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. In my
Chapman.
Krishna consciousness is not to attach to this materialistic world, and we need to consider as we are all the sons of Krishna, and the ultimate is we need to reach to the Krishna. This is the only one life that we have to change and to reach again our Father Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Prabhuji. Then
Let's
request to Srila Prabhupada.
nice to
Yeah,
hear your
Prabhuji
voice.
has
Please.
Krishna consciousness, as Prabhupada said, is simple but not easy. So, in simple in the sense, like as our we used to say, uh, A, B, C, D, very simple. A for association of devotees. You always need to associate with devotees, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, right? B for Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. C for chanting the holy names, and D for devotional service and diet, and E for entering the Vrindavan. So whole going to, so in this, just sing for Krishna. Whatever you do, put Krishna in the center, and that is Krishna consciousness. That's my understanding. Hare Krishna.
Nice. Anyone else? Nice. You're all sharing good points. Anyone else would like to add?
Prabhuji, can I
Yes.
edit my last sentence a little bit?
Yes, please.
The Guru Sadhu and Shastra, as per Krishna's, to please Krishna, but Guru coming as a representative of Krishna. So whatever Guru says, then we unconditionally, without any expectation. So same like we do for Krishna to please him, but Guru is coming as representative of Krishna. So whatever Guru says unconditionally to please him. So this is I've been learning, Prabhuji, trying to implement, but ultimately whatever Guru says. Thank you,
Yes.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Bhashwati Mataji, please speak.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Sorry, Prabhuji, I was
No. Please don't. Please
so
don't be formal. Please speak. Yes.
Prabhuji. So in my uh, what I learned from you and senior devotees, that Krishna's Krishna consciousness is that thinking, feeling, and building relationship with acharyas, with guru, with shastra, and through that, whether my service attitude is increasing or not, whether I'm eager to serve, that's also very important in Krishna consciousness.
Very
Prabhu.
important.
Yeah.
Yes, very important point.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Amshula, so would you like to?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot
Yes.
Pranam.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for this exercise to think and about Krishna consciousness. So what I understand is to fully surrender to Krishna. So like Mataji and Prabhuji all said, our thinking, feeling, willing, mind, body, and words all surrendered to Guru and Krishna.
Yes.
Is the
Yes.
essence. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. We actually are trying to. So the moment, see, this is not a prepared thing. So I did not say, you come prepared for the class. All of a sudden began asking. So this is also part of the training which I went through a lot. I remember I instructing spiritual master asking us to do this repeatedly. As and when there is time, place, circumstances, there is opportunity, he would immediately tell, can you do this? And what's your thought process? What's your consciousness on this? So it's not like Krishna consciousness. For example, I remember in the early days when I started hearing from my Shiksha Guru, he said one thing. Preaching means, which I still remember, which is very instrumental because it is one of the direct services which is given to me. So what he says is, which is very instrumental, and that is applied to any other, all the other services also. And then don't think that preaching is the only thing which is a top service. No, any service which is as per our nature, as per our Swabhava. Because everyone's Swabhava is different. One person's Swabhava is different. One person's Swabhava is to cook. One person's Swabhava is to do some other service. Every service is equal. But the thing is, the consciousness, if you see, among all the services is common. The services might be different, but the consciousness among all the services is same. What he said was the preaching should be in such a way that it's like you are calling out your father. To call out your father, you don't need like any education or anything like that. You're just calling out your father because you have a relationship with him. Likewise, dear devotees, we have a relationship with Krishna. We have a relationship with his devotees. So to call out them, to understand them, we don't need any education for that. But we need training. We need that kind of a person who will tell the truth in that way. Please understand. So we are not trying to buy heart. We are not trying to buy heart. I never said, buy heart this sloka, buy heart that sloka. No, that is not the thing. The thing is, the essence is we need to understand that essence. Essence is to surrender to the Lord, surrender to the spiritual master, and then do it everything for their happiness. Now actually that is very simple also. It's not difficult, it's not at all difficult, dear devotees. It's very simple. The thing is, to come to that state of consciousness, this requires training. And this consciousness is dormant in everyone's heart. In every living entity's heart, this is dormant. Just like the jiva go through eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, unnaturally is thinking that is natural. Likewise, this process of surrender to the lotus feet of spiritual master and the Lord, what is that is, this currently looks unnatural, but that isn't the natural thing. Because the soul which is hankering for that, the soul will actually get that happiness through that process only. Because soul is Sachid Ananda. It is always looking for happiness. And it is trying to look for that kind of happiness which the soul has experienced before. Please understand, in the spiritual world, see, surrender, we don't have to tell to them that you have to surrender. They're already surrendered. All the living entities in the spiritual world, they are like complete. We don't have to tell them you should be selfless. They're already selfless. We don't have to tell them you should be compassionate. They're already full of compassion. They're genuinely loving. right? Ashmati Mataji at the beginning, she said, to love Krishna. It's a natural thing. To love one's father, don't we love our father? Don't we love our mother? Yes, we do. It's natural, right? Because they gave us this, because since our childhood, we are connected to them. We went through so many things. Actually, right before this call, I was discussing with my father. And then I was telling one thing. Father said, no, we shouldn't do that. I said, I accept what you said. Because what he's speaking is also logical. Even though if it is not logical, still we accept because his father. We have that relationship. Through that relation, we accept dear devotees. Likewise, when Krishna says surrender, it's a natural thing. We do that. But for that, it will take time. And then the jiva should, when the jiva is aspiring for that, as Subal Prabhu was mentioning, right? Association. Association what? Association should cultivate this. Since few days we are discussing about desires, right? What is a desire? We should eliminate the material desires and then cultivate spiritual desires. When spiritual desires are coming into our consciousness, what happens? The material desires will go away. It will not stay. It doesn't have time, place. There is no space for that. So through that association, what are we getting? This has to be cultivated through that association. As Prabhu was also mentioning, right? Association is good association. We should take good association. That's what he said. Good association or good association is what? Cultivation of this. When that is happening, what happens? Obviously, the things will shape up. Then we will move forward in Krishna consciousness and then continue the journey, the science of pure devotional service. And in this particular shloka, where we discuss this two couple of paragraphs, but Srila Prabhupada is strictly mentioning about an important aspect. He says, Goswami is not a thing. Or for example, if a person is born in a Brahminical family, it doesn't mean that he becomes a Brahmin. Brahmana means you should have this quality. Adveshta Sarabhutanam Maitra Karana Yocha. Nirmala Nirahankara Samadukha Sukaksham. Santusha Satatam Yogi Yatatma Drudanishya. Mayarpita Manobutir Yome Bhakta Samay Priya. So that kind of a person is Brahmana and eventually is a Vaishnava. Not that if a person is born in kind of a Brahminical family and then he belongs to OC, other castes, no. It's not like that. So there is nothing like that. Brahmana means pure, pure-hearted. For example, if a person has Janjya, Yagyopavitam, that doesn't mean that he becomes a Brahman. So Brahmanical means through qualities. Through qualities it is manifested. There's no other way. And how is this qualities manifested? These qualities are manifested through association. For sure. For sure, I will write it down, dear devotees. You get beautiful qualities through association only. Because what are you doing? You're trying to check your heart. When you're checking your heart, don't we see what is there in the heart? We can see actually. It's an interesting question. Dhara Mataji was asking yesterday. I'll read that question. Very interesting. The question is, in different situations, we have different thoughts. In a given situation, how can we know that if a thought is independent of the Lord or in alignment of the Lord? Lord means Shimin, Lord, and also the spiritual master. So the question is, in different situations, we have different thoughts. It's a fact. Because every day we go through so many dealings in our life. And then through that dealings, we get different thoughts. Right? That's so, because whatever you see, you get a thought. You're invoked through that. Now, in a given situation, how can we know if a thought is independent of the Lord or is in alignment? So, how do I know? How do I perceive that this particular thought is correct? Or who should tell that? Spiritual master will tell that. Because what do they know? Similar question I asked my spiritual master many years back. What was that question? But we'll discuss this question and then I'll tell that question. Okay. This question is very interesting. Please think about this dear devotee, this Krishna consciousness in a very practical sense. Krishna consciousness is not like, you do an arti, you say one times. Yes, doing arti is good, but how we should do, why we should do, whose happiness we should do, that details we need to know. So likewise, these thoughts when they come, dear devotees, which thought I need to put in which direction I need to know. And is it thought helping the Lord? Is this the Lord in alignment of the Lord? Is this the Lord in not alignment of the Lord? For that only Guru Sadhu Shastra will tell. A special or spiritual master will tell. How? I'll tell this. For example, dear devotees, let's say you're going to the college for the first time. If you're little tensed, so many, mixed feelings in the heart. Because you're meeting new people. Let's say if you're little insecure, or say if you're little tensed, how do we take up the situation? Then we ask whoever is closer to us. Please understand this. Let's say I have some problem. Let's say I have some problem, I'll ask my spiritual master. Before that, I used to ask my father, dear father, I have this, what should I do? It's good because we have a relationship now. It's good. Dear devotees, it's always better to take opinions, especially with our dear ones. When we take opinions with our dear ones, what happens is, and then how do we feel that they're dear? Through trust. We should trust a person in one's life. Please understand. It's like the fatherly relation is not just a relationship. Oh, he's my father. Oh, today's father is, let's call him. See, in America, there is no culture like that. That's why they say Father's Day and Mother's Day. Because after that, 364 days, they don't connect with them. Please understand that. As a Western culture is like that. I shouldn't say culture, whatever Western thing is there. So, because I do ask my colleagues, but at the office, I would ask, do you have like good intimate relationship with your child when he's like 18, 20? Oh no, she says no. They don't hear me. No, she was very honest. She's an American lady. Because I ask only them, because they will give the clear picture. Then I asked another question. Do you feel that they are your dear ones? She says, yes, definitely. Why not? Then how do you respond to that? Then she says, I pay their tuition fees. Oh, I said, that's good. That's good. That's good. That means you're actually feeling their presence, that you're doing it. Then I started asking, does every mother in US, especially Americans, they think like this? She said, yeah, most of them think like that only. Then why is the children are not responding in that way? She has no answer for that. Please understand. This is a one-way relationship which is going on. It's a two-way relationship is not established. Why? Because trust is not there. Please understand this. Our alignment of thought comes through what? Through trust only. Through faith. Alignment, which thought is correct, which thought is wrong, that we will learn later. But first, what we need to establish, we need to establish that, oh, this is the right source. Okay, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Guru Parampara, this is the right source. Oh, what Srila Prabhupada's words are right source. A spiritual master, whatever he's telling, is speaking from that, so it is right. We should be authorized. We cannot blindly follow anything. We should be authentic and authorized. So when that is established, then what comes? Then we open the heart. Dear devotees, today what we are discussing is very important. If until that point of time when the trust is not established, we would never open the heart. I'll give another example, and then I'll go to the father and son example. Let's say a child is born. The child is very simple. Now, Sankirtan Priya, she's very simple, 8 months. If you laugh, she'll laugh. If you cry, she'll cry. Just giving an example. This is a very simple heart. If I say, oh, he's Krishna, Supreme Personality of God, she says, yes, Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. If I say, this is Balramji, is a representative of, is the expansion of the law. They say, yes, 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 it's Balramji, expansion of the law. What is happening? It's an open heart. What is she feeling? She's feeling the relationship. Through the relationship, what is establishing? Trust is establishing. After trust, what is coming? Acceptance is coming. Dear devotees, what I discussed, doesn't Arjuna Krishna have similar relationship? Doesn't he? They also have same thing, na? Is it something different than that? No. Whatever Krishna is telling, Arjuna is accepting. That entire thing is Gita. Please understand. Now, you might say, oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, that's why I'm reading. Just see that, just see those two people. Whatever Krishna is telling, Arjuna is accepting. Now, Arjuna has questions, Krishna is addressing that. Now, Arjuna is in grief at the end of chapter 1. That's why we were discussing. Arjuna is in a grief, right? And then our dear Vanshi Yunastro asked a very beautiful question. So, Arjuna is in grief. So, through that grief, what is happening? He's turning to a person where he has utmost conviction and faith on him. Please understand this. This is the secret of Krishna consciousness actually. Bhakto sime saka cheta rahasyam etam uttamam. Hare Krishna, openly he told the secret. But he said, Bhakto sime saka cheta rahasyam etam uttamam. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma kaunteya pratidhanati name bhakta pranashyati. That is another thing. He told two things. What he said first, Bhakto sime saka cheta rahasyam etam uttamam. He said, this looks open book truth. Prabhupada, as it is, it's an open book, anyone can read. But only a person who has a relationship, he can understand. Because Krishna is assuring that. Because it is not that it is not that everyone will understand. Bhakto sime saka chete, saka. You are my bhakta and also my saka. He's telling whom? Krishna is telling to Arjuna. Dear Arjuna, you are my bhakta and also my saka. That's why I'm telling you this truth, but only you can understand. Others will not understand because this is rahasya, this is confidential. That's why entire chapter 9 is also on this only. Rajavidya. Rajavidya is the most confidential knowledge. Rajavidya Rajugyam Pavitram Idam Uttam. Pratyakshagamam Susukam Kartum Abhyam. The most confidential knowledge. Actually, this knowledge is being given to the kings. And Krishna assured that in chapter 4 about this, that I am giving this instruction to Sangad Vivasva. Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktam Aham Avyam. Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarsayo Viduhu. Now Krishna is telling that I used to give this knowledge to the kings. Now who is Arjuna? Is he not a king? He is a king. Now who is Parikshit Maharaj? Is he not a king? He is a king. Now who told to Parikshit Maharaj? Sukadeva Goswami. Who is Sukadeva Goswami? He is not Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is a representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means he is very dear associate of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, he is a direct, intimate associate of Srimati Radharani. Now that person told Bhagavata. Now who is hearing? King. That means, I remember spiritual master telling, these discussions are discussed among those personalities who, one is in direct expansion, one is Supreme Personality of Godhead, he himself is speaking to Arjuna. The other person is a very intimate associate of his beloved. That means Madana Mohana Mohini, who is Gaurangi, Srimati Radharani, her intimate associate is Sukadeva Goswami. He is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. That means who are these personalities? Who is Parikshit Maharaj? He is not an ordinary personality. He has seen Krishna in his mother's womb only. That's why his name is Parikshit. That's why the moment he comes out, he is doing Pariksha. He is doing checking, everything. Parikshit, Parikshit, Parikshit. This is everywhere, wherever he goes, he is checking. He is checking who is trying to find Krishna because he has seen Krishna in the mother's womb. Oh, that kind of a personality. These personalities are discussing, as Vishwamaster tells this, neither the person who is speaking, neither the persons who are hearing, no qualification. The moment he told that, our heart pounded. It was so beautiful. Because this is a qualification to hear. If I always think that I do not have a qualification, that is a qualification to speak. If you always think that I do not have any qualification to hear, that is a qualification to hear. Oh, beautiful. No? This is not transcendental. Now I'll tell this another example through Govardhan Lila. In the Govardhan Lila, when Mother Yashoda felt that, oh my child, he's just standing, on his two tender lotus feet. His feet might be, burning. He might have some pain, or he might be exhausted. He might be losing his energy. And he has to raise his hand. I think his hand is also paining. So this is a heart and heart expression of Mother Yashoda. And then through that expression, what is she doing? She said, oh, I want to feed him. So that he gets some energy. Through that energy, lift Govardhan Giri. Just see here, devotees, how much innocence is this? No, externally, when we do some calculation, or if he's lifting that, doesn't he has energy? Jnana, when Jnana comes, what happens? Oh, he's lifting Govardhan Giri. He's lifting, this is against gravitational force. That means he should have a lot of strength. What your bowl of dal, rice dal mixed will help him. This is knowledge. I said knowledge is dangerous. That's why I'm always fearful about knowledge. Because what knowledge does is, the knowledge brings arrogance in the heart. Krishna doesn't like that. Now I'll tell why this arrogance Krishna doesn't like. Dear devotees, yesterday we were discussing Arjuna has grief in his heart. Okay? I'm telling too many things at the same time. Please forgive me. Let me complete this Mother Yashoda thing and then I'll come here. So, Mother Yashoda, she is very, very lovingly, she really wanted to serve the Lord. And then she's feeding the Lord. Just see, when Mother Yashoda is feeding the Lord, entire Vrindavan is watching. Not a single person got a desire that I should be in the position of Mother Yashoda. This is a epitome, dear devotees. This is a epitome of Vrindavan. Nobody gets a desire to do a self-service. Just by seeing that, they were all joyful. And then they were thinking, how can I serve Mother Yashoda so that she can feed the Lord? Or they're thinking, some are thinking that just by seeing, some are happy. Srimati Radharani, all her associates, just by seeing, they're happy. And all the Brajavasis, just by seeing, they're happy. But some elderly gopis, they are thinking that, oh, how can I help Mother Yashoda? That means everyone is perfectly aligned. Just imagine, dear devotees, millions of people, they're actually watching Krishna lifting Govardhan Giri. And there are Krishna has 9 lakh cows. Just imagine all 9 lakh cows came there. Don't you think that only Krishna has cows? All the Brijavasis, we don't know how many people there are. All those people, they also have unlimited cows. If all those unlimited cows came here, just imagine that situation. Is it not something wonderful? The Lord is manifesting an epitome. This is the one and only time where the Supreme Lord is actually associating with every living entity over there. At the same time, simultaneously. Now he did another pastime, Brahma Vimohan Lila, which is another epitome, where the Lord is forgetting his lordships. No, he always forgets. In Vrindavan, he never remembers his lordships. He doesn't know that his Supreme Personality of Godhead is It's a different state. So that Supreme Lord, he expanded into unlimited forms. He became a child, he became a cow, he became a calf, so many forms. He became a father, he became a mother, he became a child, so unlimited. Whoever went there, all the associates with the Lord, whoever went there, they were all locked by Brahmaji. Then now total 1 year, Krishna was there in every family. In 24 hours. Oh, who can do this? No, why am I telling this is nectar. Through this nectar, one can only relish nectar when the heart is correct. If the heart is correct, one's relishment will be correct. When the heart is correct, when the relishment is correct, his experiences will be correct. When his experiences were correct, then he will understand what is correct in Krishna consciousness, what is wrong in Krishna consciousness. This is to the question which Mataji was asking. There are unlimited thoughts which are going in our heart. Which thought is correct? Which thought is wrong? This comes through experience, Amma. Dharma, this comes through experience. Because the more you begin hearing, what happens is you will be aligned with the process of Krishna consciousness. And then the more you are aligned in the process of Krishna consciousness, you will get the knowledge. And then through that knowledge, what do? You manifest that knowledge. But up until that point of time, we should ask. Let's say if you're taking any decision, you should ask. You should ask the spiritual master. Why I'm trying to take this decision, is this right or wrong? Then they'll guide. If you follow that guide, if you follow that process, then you're protected. Now, once you're fully experienced in the science of Krishna consciousness, then what happens is you can take some decisions, but it will take some time. Up until that point of time, our thoughts we need to check. First thing we need to do is Advaishta. Am I non-envious with this thought? Then I need to check. Because Krishna doesn't like that. Now I'll tell how Krishna doesn't like. Arjuna was in grief. Chapter 1, Arjuna was in grief. Arjuna is on a selfless plane only because he doesn't want to fight. Because he is not working on for himself. That is very clear indication. That is a selfless plane only. But behind that selfless plane, Arjuna has a personal motive not to fight. What is his personal motive? His personal motive is these are my family members, I should not kill. You all understand this, right? That is a personal motive. Now, through that personal motive, what is happening? The Lord doesn't want to speak to Arjuna because he has a personal agenda there. Please understand. Just like gopis, when the Lord is there with them, when they had a desire, that they had this thought came. It's like the question, the thought came into the heart that Krishna is only there with them. Then they accepted that thought. Immediately Krishna left. Please understand. Krishna doesn't stay. And to Baswati Mataji's point, when the jiva gets unlimited love towards the Lord, then these things will not come. But to get to that unlimited love, we need association, very deep association. Otherwise, the love will not manifest in the heart. And for that love to manifest, we should come to the plane of selflessness. Advaishta Sarvabhutana. Are Krishna is not telling, oh, Advaishta, I'll be non-envious to my family, I'll be non-envious to my manager, I'll be non-envious to to the devotees. No. Krishna is telling Advaishta Sarvabhutana. That means even living entities, every living entity, even animals, even birds, every living entity. Krishna is telling what? Advaishta should be non-envious. So that alignment of the thought, if in the thought, when the thoughts are coming, how do I know that this thought is congenial to the Lord or not congenial to the Lord? How do I know? If that thought is coming as per Guru Sadhu Shastra. For example, a selfish desire care. Is that as per Guru Sadhu Shastra? It is not as per Guru Sadhu Shastra. That means I should not do that. I'm giving an example. Multiple examples like that. For example, I always check my heart. Why am I doing this? Is this to please the Lord? Or is this for something else? I need to check my heart. I need to check my consciousness. For example, if I have some money, in what purpose? Why am I using this money? Did I already engage it in the service? This is the remaining portion. Yes, this is the remaining. Then what will I do? What should I do? I should use that in the service again, either to the family, some way, shape, or form. I should not use for myself. Now, some percent is there for me also. Please understand. That percent for mere bodily maintenance. It's very important. This is alignment. This is what? This is correct alignment. If I am not honest in this line, it's a clear indication that I am not in alliance with the thoughts, with the right thoughts. The thoughts are coming, but I am not in alliance with that. If I have to be in alliance with that thought, if I really want to love Lord, if I really want to aspire Him, if I really want to take His shoulder, then I need to come to the selfless plane. Is my thought on a selfless plane or a selfish plane? Why am I doing? Why this thought came? For example, if I put this thought into action, will my selflessness increases or my selflessness decreases? Will I be able to please them or will I be able to not please them? They're very practical because those thoughts, you might get a test also in the thought. The material nature will test us. Oh, this Prabhu is hearing since many days. Let me put a test. Oh, this Prabhu is not watching YouTube since many months. Let us put a test. No, he's not doing this. He's not doing this. Meat eating, intoxication, illicit sex, gambling. He's chanting 16 rounds. Let us put a test. So anything which is trying to break this, then that thought, I'll keep that thought far away. What is the base thing which we need to do? These four things. Intoxication, illicit sex, meat eating, and gambling. These are gross things. We should fully try to come out of this. And then there are subtle things also. Kanaka Kamni Pratishta. I'm looking for name fame, profit adoration. Oh, everyone should appreciate me. Everyone should think me that I'm a devotee. Am I doing it for that? Then that is not right thought. I should cut that also. Am I in the mood of Dasanudas, servant of the servant? If that is that, then that is right. Because what are we trying to do? We are trying to cultivate those thoughts which are there in the spiritual world. That's it. Now, for that, you need to have a desire. What desire? Oh, I should also go to spiritual world. Is that a good desire? Prabhupada actually writes, most of the people do not have this desire. It is good to have this desire. It's good. Our acharyas are telling. You remember a couple of days back, I sent a message in the group. What was that message of Srila Prabhupada? Srila Prabhupada says, no, everyone should aspire to go back home, back to God. Now that aspiration is good. The actions, what we need to do, that we need to work on. Now, what action I need to do in my life so that this is elevating me or helping me invoke that mercy of the divine personality, Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra, invoking their mercy. When we try or aspire to invoke that mercy, how do we invoke that mercy? Just by following their words. I remember when I first came to Krishna consciousness, this is a very wonderful devotee. He told in the class, if you read, discuss Bhagavad Gita every day, you'll get the service of Srimati Radharani. That's it. That's what he said. The service of Srimati Radharani means her representatives also. Who is a representative? Spiritual master and the acharyas. They're all her representatives. That means if we do service to them, that means we are doing to her only. She is very pleased. Dear devotees, you know the barometer of test in Krishna consciousness? The barometer of the test in Krishna consciousness is the more the feelings of Aradhana is establishing in our heart, the more we are aspiring, the more we want to hear, the more we want to understand, the more we want to glorify, the more we want to give them that respect, the more we want to serve them. These are all the indications that Srimati Radharani is very pleased with us. Please understand this. This is true. This is how our thoughts will be well established. This is a right thought actually. Because if she is happy, oh, Krishna will embrace you. No doubt. If you another thoughts, see the thought should be Shikshastakam, right? The thought should be in alliance with that. Right from first verse. Because I'm a beginner. So I try to see that Chetodarpanam Arjuna, cleansing the heart. Because I'm not yet there in Ashrishava Padaratam. That's not my number. That's the number of my spiritual master. My number is 1. Chetodarpanam Arjanam Bhavamahadavadi Nirvapanam Shrayakairiva Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnam Vritasvadanam Sarvatma Snopanam Puram Vichayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Oh, my dear Lord, please, the heart is filled with so many impurities. Please cleanse this heart. You have given this beautiful process of chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You have given this beautiful association. And you told us to come, group, discuss, do Sankirtan together. Let me ask, try doing it. So that, I know there's so many anarthas in the heart. But there's an option, there's an opportunity to serve. When this Chetodarpanam Arjuna is established, this is the right thought. So our thoughts should be in alliance with that, with this. What is this? Am I trying to purify my heart? Am I trying to lead a simple life? Oh, you do not have a job. Oh, thank you, Krishna. I do not have a job. Thank you. Oh, you have a job. Oh, thank you, Krishna. I can use this in the service of the Lord. Thank you. Everything is good. Everything is fair in Krishna consciousness. In whatever situation we've been kept. Our beloved is our dear to our family. They left us. Oh, Krishna, thank you. You've kept me in another situation. Let me take more and more shelter. Narada Muni, in his previous life, was kept in that state. Now he would meet Mahabhagavatas. Toward these Mahabhagavatas, oh, pure devotees, exalted personalities. Those Mahabhagavatas, Narada Muni in his previous life, his mother served. She's a maid servant. She served those Mahabhagavat, pure exalted Vaishnava acharyas. And then after serving them, then she requested, can I call my son one day so that my son can, do some service to you? And then they said, yes. That was in Chaturmasya. They don't travel in Chaturmasya. They stay at one place. So then Narada Muni came and then he served them. Beautiful thing. After that, he took that Uchista from that Mahabhagavad Vaishnavas. He took that Uchista and what happened? They what is? After taking that Uchista, his heart got transformed. Then after that, just see here, dear, it is very important. Krishna gave Krishna consciousness first. Then he took away his money. Please understand. No, Krishna is very merciful Father. He knows everything. He gives first. He gives first what he need to give. Then he will give the difficulty. So Narada Muni received that mercy. He received Krishna consciousness core to his heart. And then after that his mother left him. Then what happened? As he is already elevated, his consciousness is supercharged through the association of those Mahabhagavatas. He said, oh, my dear Lord, thank you. You gave me an opportunity to be alone. You gave me an opportunity to completely depend on you. You gave me an opportunity to be fully surrendered, to take full shelter. Thank you. My dear Lord, I will do this. And then what happened? He went. He left to that place. Bhagavatam beautifully explains that. What he is seeing, how is he seeing, how he is seeing the Lord. Then he meditates on the Lord. And he was so happy. There's a beautiful lesson here. Krishna will give us everything. And then after that, if you are there rightly situated, then he'll give difficulties. If you're really taking this process, go to the heart. But if you're taking superficially, you'll not connect. Are Krishna connection comes through that only. Difficulties. That's good. कुछ difficulty नहीं आ रहा means then कुछ problem है process में. The part no, there's no problem in the process. With us, some problem. Because we're not yet there. So Krishna will not intervene. Yesterday we discussed about this, right? Are Krishna is so merciful, Father. Are he will not intervene in our business. No, that's not his business. What's his business? His business is to leave us. That's his business. See, out of love only he leaves us. No, it is up to us. We need to catch him or not. Just like a son, if he thinks that he can do independently, then will he call father? Oh, father, let us, what do you think? What's your opinion? He will not even call the father. He will say, अरे यार बुढ़ा को क्या बोल रहा है? He's like, old man, what will I tell him? He will not take the opinion. I remember once, nice senior Vaishnava, he told me, if you are not taking the opinion of other person, that means you have a lot of arrogance. That's right. He told. That's right, actually. He's a very practical man. He said, have a lot of arrogance. You think that your opinion is right? Should take the opinion of the elders, father, hear from the spiritual master, take his opinion, and then move forward, and then do whatever they are saying. This is a right thought. These thoughts we need to be in alliance. That means if you see, when Narad Muni, that difficulty came, what he did? He depended on the Lord. When Arjuna difficulty came, what did he do? He was completely grief stricken. Then afterwards, what he says, he depends on the Lord. It's a beautiful thing. Depending on the Lord is the greatest shelter. And that dependency of the Lord comes through spiritual mastery. When this dependency is established in this, then who? Dear devotees, I always ask this question. Okay, let us depend on the Lord. Now, how do I know that my dependence is correct or not? It's interesting, right? How do I know that whether I am doing this service in right way or not? For example, if I do not have a master for me, then how do I know that I'm pleasing my master? Okay, eventually I have to please Krishna. But to please Krishna, what kind of consciousness, where to do, what to do, whom will tell us? Who will tell us? For example, you have to do a project. You know nothing about the project. You don't know any coding, this, that, none of those things. Can we go and do that? We can't do. We should learn. We need a master in life. For a material thing also we need a person. What to speak of spiritual things. Spiritual things are, dear devotee, this consciousness you'll have in the spiritual world. Please understand what are we discussing now. For example, if I'm feeling I want to be center, if I'm thinking that, oh, why only he is getting garland, I should get the garland. Oh, why everyone is appreciating him? Oh, I should. Oh, why uska naam क्यों है? मेरा नाम रहना है. Why his name? My name should be there. In this temple, he gave $3,000. That's why you're putting his name. You put my name also. This is, you want your name or you want service to be done? If you want name, you'll be here. If you want service, you'll go there. He said, if you want name, everyone will be recognized. You want everyone's recognition, or you want going back on that? If no one is recognizing here, that is good. I always aspire for the कोई recognize करना ही नहीं, कोई बोलना ही नहीं, ओ आप अच्छा बोल रहे हैं, आप अच्छा बात कर रहे हैं, कोई बोलना ही नहीं, रिकग्निशन लेना ही नहीं. और रिकग्निशन आया वो तो, if recognition is coming, give it to the spiritual master, because the recognition is coming through them. For this thought we should be fearful. Oh my dear Lord, please, I don't want this, don't want this. Are Srila Prabhupada was also praying for this consciousness. Please understand. Are this material world means this is only, material world means this only. Janma muttu jaragati, dukkha dosha anudarshanam, birth, death, old age, disease. When we want to become completely free from this, now that begins through consciousness. We should have a desire. Yes, my dear Lord, I want to become free from this. Then Krishna says, you follow me? How should I follow? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I came as Lord Chaitanya. Now what should I do? Whatever he said in Shikshashtakam, just do that. Cheto Darpanamarjanam. And whatever his associates, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, nectar of instruction, nectar of devotion, let's follow that. One time Srila Prabhupada has been asked, oh Swamiji, I have a doubt here in nectar of devotion. And then again after 10 minutes, again he would come. Oh Swamiji, I have another doubt in nectar of instruction. Again after 10 minutes, another devotee. Oh Swamiji, again I have doubt. Then Srila Prabhupada said, you just go on, continue reading. All doubts will be dissipated. Hare Krishna, such a beautiful thing actually. It's a rebuttal. And Acharya says that it will happen. So what we need to do is we need to just continuously hear, continuously understand, continuously be absorbed in this consciousness. Everything else will be taken care. One time, a person, what he did, Mrigari, Hari the hunter, is a disciple of Narada Muni. And then Narada Muni one day he goes to him. And then he started seeing, Mugari is a different kind of a personality. He kills every living entity half only. He will kill the living jiva half and then he will throw it off. That's what he does. That is his business. And Narada Muni started watching. Are, what happened this? Are, what is this deer? Are, what is that? Are, everything is half and half. What kind of problem is this? Then he went to the root. That's what pure devotees do. They go to the root. Then he asked, oh, why are you doing like this? Then he said, oh, if I do this, I'll get happiness. Oh, by doing this, you'll get happiness? Oh, that means this person is looking for happiness. Then he caught that. And then he said, go and ask your family members. This is practical. Go and ask your family members that, will you take my karma? Because I'm doing it for you. Then he goes and asks his wife. Wife says, oh, you did it. You have to take. His father, oh, you did it. You have to take. His children, you did it. You have to take. Why will we take it? Then he conveys the same to Narada Muni. Narada Muni says, oh, you see, you're doing for them. You're getting some happiness, but they're not in a position to take your karma. That means who is cheated? Not you. Then he said, yes, I'm cheated. And I'll tell you a way. You just give this up. And then do one thing. Shravana Kirtana. Do Shravan Kirtana. Do chanting nicely. Do hearing nicely. Then he said, Mera sapadu, what will I get? What do I eat? You just continue this, everything will come. Everything came because spoken by an exalted personality. Narada Muni, pure devotee, told that. What happened? Everything came. Dear devotee, you are not having any disturbance, right, in the background?
No, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. You can hear okay? Is there any disturbance?
No disturbance.
No disturbance.
So, so he said, "You do everything. Everything will come." Then he did like that. Initially, he was little skeptical. You don't know. So he's just sitting and chanting. He's just sitting and doing some service. And then all the villagers, they are coming. Some are coming and giving grain. Some are coming and giving rice. Some are coming and giving fruit. Some are coming and helping them. Some are coming, making them like a small cottage to live. Okay, everything is coming. Now, what is he doing? He's just following the words of a pure devotee. His thoughts are coming, but what is he doing? His thoughts, he's always checking that is his thought aligned with my master? Because if my master is that my thought is aligned with my master, then that is correct. No, this is how one will actually come out of this materialistic consciousness and then be established in the spiritual consciousness. Then Brahmabhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kamshati. You don't hanker for anything in this world. You are happy. If Krishna gave you something, oh thank you. If Krishna removed something, oh thank you, Krishna. Because you're convinced. You're firmly fixed. Because your thoughts are in that. Vyavasayatmika buddhi eke kurunandar. You're completely absorbed in that consciousness. Only epitome, this is what you're aspiring for. When this thing is established, then all the thoughts will be aligned. Very beautiful. Yes. We should all check our thoughts. Each one of us, we should check our thoughts. Why this thought is coming? Dear devotees, your thoughts will also change through your association. Please be careful with what kind of association you're taking. If you're taking association who are not devotees, but they look like devotees, try to stay away from that. Do not ever take that kind of association. Because you're through that what is happening, they'll tell, "Arey, kuch bhi kar sakte hai, bhakti bhi kar sakte hai." No. Never. We should be very careful with that association. They'll tell, "Arey, maza bhi kar sakte hai, Krishna consciousness bhi kar sakte hai." No. We cannot do that. We cannot mix both. So we should be very careful. Very careful. Our association should be very right. Our association cannot be diluted. Krishna consciousness, who said Krishna consciousness can be done with dilution? No, Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada doesn't like that. Did Prabhupada ever told us that you do sense gratification and also practice Krishna consciousness? Did he ever told us? Show me one purport. Did Prabhupada wrote that? Show me one place. No, Prabhupada never wrote that. Prabhupada ever said that jump on the instructions of the spiritual master? Prabhupada never told that. Did Prabhupada ever said that, oh, whatever your thoughts are coming, try to perceive that thoughts? Did he told? No, he never told us that. Whatever their thoughts, that is my thought. If we are aligned with this, then only your mind will hear. Otherwise, your mind will not hear. Why the mind should hear? If we are not submissive to the words of our spiritual master, why the mind should hear us? Because if you are submissive to their words, what happens? Material nature is watching. Dear devotees, you are alone in the room. You have a desire to watch YouTube, or you have a desire to do some sense gratification. But if you are not doing it to please your spiritual master, is not material nature not watching us? She is watching us. If you are very sincere in that line, doesn't she see that, oh, he's really aspiring to be Krishna conscious? She will actually see us. Eventually, she will help us also, just like she helped Jadavarat. Dear devotees, these scriptural pastimes, they're not just pastimes. They're there for our life only, for our purification only. Jadavarat was about to be killed by Kalika Upakasa, worshippers of Mother Kali. Jadavarat was about to be killed. Material nature, Mother Durga, she became furious. She came out. She killed everyone left and right. Why? It's a pure soul. If you become pure, material nature will be your friend. Vyasdev, he says, I can see both Krishna and the material nature simultaneously. If we check our thoughts, you will also see that. Definitely. It's important. For this, you need to become pure. For this, you need relationship. Because the person should hold you. Person should hold you. Otherwise, how can you come out? For example, if the person who is pulling us out, he is also in Kunta, how can he pull us out? He cannot pull us out if he is also in a miserable place. He has to come out of that Kunta. Kunta means misery. He should be out of that misery. For example, if a person who is drowning in the water, now what should I do? What should you do? You are standing outside, the other person is drowning. You should put a stick, or you should extend something. You should extend a cloth or something, a sari, so that he can hold. Then you pull him. If you are also inside water, how can you pull him? You will also drown. So that person should be outside. The person who is there outside is our acharyas and the pure devotees and their followers. They will pull us out. When we have this thought, this consciousness in our heart, then it is easy to curb these thoughts. The material nature will become our friend, just like she became friend to Jadabharat. Jadabharat was Jada. He was just thinking only thing. How did I miss? How did I miss? How did I miss? I became dear. I was Bharat Maharaj. I became dear. Now I am here in this place. What should I do? What should I do? He's completely absorbed in that only. Now, what should I do so that I will not be degraded again into another body? Because after becoming a deer, even the deer, she knows that he was Bharat Maharaj. So that the deer, what is the deer doing? The deer is trying to develop that kind of thoughts where it is congenial to for Krishna consciousness. That the deer, she's always staying in the association of this all this. Because the deer knows, I did a mistake, I did a blunder. He was there in the Bhava style, dear devotees. Bhava, Prema. Next is Prema. Krishna Prema. Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya. But first, how it is happening? Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya. After Sadhu Sangha, what happens? Bhajana Kriya. Then we discuss Shravana Kirtana comes. Then what happens? Anartha Nivritti. All the anarthas in the heart will be removed. Then what happens? Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Sthayi Bhava, then Prema. It's a process. Ultimately, Prema is ultimate. But what should happen? Cheto Darpana Marjam, Anartha Nivritti has to be done. We should check our heart, check our consciousness. That's a beautiful question, actually. Since that question, I'm thinking about that. It's a beautiful thing, na? It's a beautiful to meditate. So, dear devotees, think like this. Write down these questions. Practical. Try to analyze. If you think about Krishna consciousness, you get beautiful questions. Dear devotees, that is your shelter. Because spiritual master, they will come and they will give one session and then they will leave us. But how do we stay connected to them always? By asking these questions. Smarana. Come to the state of Smarana. Smarana will only come if we accept, if we do Varna. Varna means the state of acceptance. If the state of acceptance is coming, then the Smarana will come. Then you will think, then you will meditate on this. Whenever you are free, you will not try to watch YouTube, but rather you will think internally. You will think internally and then meditate. Oh, what kind of thoughts I should get? What should I do? What should I cultivate? You should write. You should write some messages. So, Prabhu, this is what I felt. This I felt that this is good. This is helping me in my Krishna consciousness. This is how I'm trying to apply. This is how we should develop that relation. Because the relationship is only on a spiritual plane. What else will we discuss? Can we discuss, oh Prabhu, I have 500K. Should I invest in this company? Or should I? Yeah, what I would know. That's not right. What is the right thing to discuss? This is what. What thoughts I need to develop? How do I make progress in Krishna consciousness? This is what I'm thinking. Now, this is a scenario. Oh, while eating prasad, this is what I'm feeling. This is the experiences which I gained. You should realize. You should check our heart. You'll get reflections the devotees. But the thing is, when we are absorbed in this particular world, we don't get that reflection. But when we are not absorbed, when we are going internally, so we should be cool head. If you are cool head, if the other person is also agitating us, that agitation will not disturb you. Because where your absorption is somewhere. Jada Bharat ko kya ho gaya? Doesn't Jada Bharat know anything? He knows everything. But people are telling, oh, you're fool, you're fit for nothing, you're a rascal number one. But still, Tinada Pisalish, Tororius, Mine, Kirtanius, Hari. He is aloof because he's cool head. He's a cool guy. Jada Bharat is a cool guy. Hare Krishna. He's a cool, you see that cool guy person wearing the glasses, sitting in the beach, sipping coconut, He's a cool guy. That kind of a person is Jadavaran. He's not disturbed by this materialistic so-called propaganda of this world. He's very happy, very joyfully practicing the process. People are telling, oh, you're a fool, you're fit for nothing. His father is telling him, very, I told you this so many times. Still you do this incorrectly. Jadavarat put his head down. He doesn't speak anything. Beautiful. Right? We don't have to be like that. But what we should do is we shouldn't get agitated. If we are getting agitations, means we need to understand our consciousness is not right. For that, we don't have to blame anyone. We don't have to blame ourselves also. For that, you need to begin hearing more. If you are free, hear more. Hear the sessions again. It's beautiful. I used to hear left and right. When I used to hear all day almost. Now I'm not getting, because I want to hear more. Because I'm with my younger daughter, Sankirtana Priya. Ujjwala Indulekar, she's since 1 week she's sick. So I was with her. So it's good. So try to be absorbed in the consciousness. The process is beautiful. I'll tell one thing and then I'll come to it. It's a practical. So Sankirtana Priya is that kind of a girl. In India, in South India especially, we are in Kavali right now, which is right next to Ongole. I think this is the hometown of Sushilpa Mataji and Ramya Mataji. So Kavali is a beautiful place, especially this time of the year, it rains every day. So it's like very next to the shore. This time of the year, it's not hot. It's very good. It's very good temperature. And this is the first time I'm staying next to the seashore. I really love this place. It's a very beautiful place. So what is happening here? Yes. So through this consciousness, she, we have this cradle. That's how the children will sleep. So she doesn't sleep on the shoulder. So since I've been here since 4 weeks now. So she doesn't sleep on the shoulder. But yesterday she slept. And this gave a beautiful connection to me, which I'll share now. Now the child, she's trained up to be slept in that only, not on the shoulder. Different places have different ways to, grow the child. Now here, the place is this. So the moment she slept on the shoulder. One thing gave the conviction is, Are, spiritual master comes into our life. He shares everything. He gives the essence of Krishna consciousness. He tells who the acharyas are, and then what kind of respect we should give the acharyas, and then how we should see the acharyas in our life. He tells everything, but still we don't take the truth to the core of the heart. Why? Just like the same way, the child, because she's not habituated to sleep on the shoulder. but she slept. How? After a relationship of 1 month, she felt that I should sleep. Because she also has consciousness. Who doesn't have consciousness? Every living entity has consciousness. So through that consciousness, it is a very clear indication that things will change. The acceptance will come. Through that acceptance, only smarana will happen. So that we need to aspire. So the more we aspire for that smarana, the more it is beneficial for us. Even a child, when they are situated, when they are fixed up in a particular notion, to change that, it will take time. It took 1 month. So likewise, not this life, dear devotees. That is why I always tell devotees, do not bog yourself down. Do not do not think that, oh, I'm unable to practice, I'm unable to practice. Do not try to do that. But try to think about the absolute truth. Try to think in a positive way. Don't never think in a negative way. Don't put your head down. Oh, this is very difficult, I cannot do this. No, 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 no. For a child to change her sleeping position, it will take time. What to speak of us? Life after life, we did ahara, nidra, bhaya, maidunamcha. Eating, sleeping, waiting, different. That is the only thing. That is the only thing which we carried all through millions of lifetimes until we came into the association of devotees. So now, slowly through the process, it will take time. It will definitely take time. And then we will move forward. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. I only addressed only one question. So I need to address a couple more questions. But we'll, we'll do it for some other time. I hope you aspire to hear. I hope you are establishing good relationship through the process of Shravana. I hope your Krishna consciousness is helping, at least after I came through the process of hearing. I hope your sadhana is improving because it's been almost 1 year we've been connected. So right around this time we started last year. So that's why I just wanted to touch base and then see how all of you are. And anytime, dear devotee, any question, any concern, any problem, any issue, please remember, you can put a message to me. I'll respond. Hare Krishna. Anyone would like to add anything? Would like to share? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for enlightening
Krishna
us
Mataji.
every day, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, um, as you mentioned about the devotees' expectation should not be for Labh, Puja and Pratishtha. Rather, just focus on what Acharyas says and how to please them. And through pleasing
Yes.
them, oh, please Krishna, ultimate goal. That's our ultimate goal. And
Yes.
Prabhuji, as you mentioned about hearing, yes, hearing is so important. With hearing, it will go to our heart. Through ear, Krishna's prem, the consciousness will go to our heart. Prabhuji, I think there is a one verse, but I forgot the verse, Prabhuji. It says about that. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has a very beautiful song with this hearing, it goes to the heart, but right now I cannot remember, Prabhuji. And
No
so,
problem.
and as you mentioned about that, the another point I mentioned, give an analogy of Bharat Maharaj. Like when there is proper consciousness, nothing can influence us. No factor can influence us like Bharat Maharaj. It's like cool, and nothing so many people in that time, like so many people try to irritate him, try to disturb him, but he was so much attached to his own on in his own.
Correct.
So beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I think Those are my takeaway for today. Hare Krishna. And
Thank you.
Prabhuji, I also have it's a question like I self-evaluate myself that like how much service attitude I have and is it growing? Like I sometimes self-evaluate myself, but like too much Prabhuji, the material things I have to do, the duties also I cannot avoid. So that's why I could not be able to do much service, Prabhuji. But I've always like, I'm hankering for that. So Prabhuji, I can just text you about that. Like, how can I improve that? Yes, Prabhu, because I could not be able to do due to the other things, but I want to do more service, like
Right.
service
Right.
for devotees, Krishnas, not like doing kirtan and those things. Like I'm
Yes,
just like,
yes, yes,
talking about the service.
yes,
So
yes, yes.
more.
Please message. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes. Anyone else? I hope I hope today's session is very helpful to you. It's very helpful to me.
Very helpful,
I,
Prabhuji. Very, very nice, beautiful discussion.
yes.
And about that, you said about your daughter, like she was not sleeping before, but when she feel that she has relationship with that particular cradle, it's so beautiful. You gave this example. Yes, Prabhuji, it's very important. Hare Krishna.
Yes, yes. I felt so happy because then I understood that yes, this is how the spiritual master comes into our lives. He shares everything, but it will take time to reciprocate. It will take time. So I remember my spiritual master waiting. Still he's waiting. So that, consciousness has improved. So that's his levels of accepting a person. So so grateful. I'm grateful to Shri Radhavindan Chandra for giving such kind of association, and I'm grateful to him for the service which he gave. I'm grateful to you also, everyone. Every day you come in. Grateful to you. I hope I'll be of some service to you. Yes. Thank you. Anyone else? Otherwise, we'll stop
Hare
here.
Krishna.
Yes, Amma. Please tell.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I just want to say, yes, thank you so much for answering that question. And also, um, everything you share helps clear the impurities of my heart. So I'm so grateful for you and, every.
Please
Oh,
continue.
hi. um, so I'm very grateful, for all the. Uh, oh, she's adorable. Haribol. So cute. Yeah, Prabhuji, just grateful to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for hearing every day. Please continue doing that. And thank you for your sharings every day. Please continue doing that. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
All
Hare
the
Krishna.
devotees are reading your sharings. So please continue doing it.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji.
Everyone are reading. So Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble
Amma Hare
obeisance.
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Thank you so very much, Prabhuji, to explaining so very detail on how to check. So my takeaway, Prabhu, not just saying on what initially the first question that you asked, what is Krishna consciousness? I also shared my thought on where my consciousness is, but then not just saying, but truly following. Very important. Not just saying like, okay, check my consciousness every time, but actually practically checking and then applying. So that have to continuously check, because in few situations where we cannot, you explained it, or you gave the answer, all agitations will come, they will come. But at that point, whether that agitation is really good for the other person to come closer to Krishna consciousness or actually putting them down. If I check that, which is nothing but whether it's in line with Guru Sadhu and Shastra, right? So have to check, not just saying, but truly check. That's my takeaway, bro. Thank you so very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay, thank you all very much. We'll stop here. Amshila Shro, please take over the call and do your bhajan. Hare Krishna. Thank you
Hare
very much.
Krishna,
Thank you
Prabhuji.
for your
Thank you so
service.
much.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
this service every day. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji, for your class every day. It's so helpful to always dwell on the instructions of the Guru and always remember first thing in the day hearing is very, very purifying. Thank you so much. It's been a year and that's been very helpful. So let's give thanks to our spiritual master and the lordships with this bhajan by Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Goswami. This bhajan is in Bengali.